This is Dabu 7, and it is official. They are stating that there is a new interstellar object that is entering our solar system. Now, this object has been dubbed C2025N1 Atlas. It is about 20 kilometers wide, and it's moving at a very, very fast speed, blistering speed, as they say, of 66 kilometers a second. Now, this Atlas asteroid system was picked up and photographed on June 14th, and now they're saying that this is only the third known interstellar object to pass through our solar system on record. This follows mystery object Oumuamua in 2017, and they literally have it classified as that mystery object, Oumuamua, and it was very interesting in detail. When it came by, we got a closer glimpse at some of the details, and it was long. It looked metallic in nature. And then it picked up speed when it lifted off up out of here. These are facts about that object. Then there was Comet Borisov in 2019, which again, there was a lot of speculation and mystery around that. They were calling it a comet, but some of the details, people were like, I don't know, the way it's moving and its movement, it was rather mysterious, but that got overlooked because of all the lockdowns and everything that we went through at that time. Most people just remember Oumuamua. Well, this is the third one. And they're saying they believe this too can be a comet. I mean, what else are they going to call these things? It's not till after they pass by and they lift off up out of here that they seem to drop greater details. Is it going to be the same here? Well, you should be able to see this object as it passes on close approach between Earth and Mars in October of this year. You'll be able to see it with backyard telescopes and things of that nature, and we should have more images and all that. And who knows, you may get a surprise like we got with that one comet that lit up in the sky where everyone could literally see it. You never know. Anyhow, this just popped up out of nowhere. This new object heading our way. It's going to be coming right up next to Earth before it turns around and dips up out of here. How convenient. Right? Well, this is the latest. Join me for the live streams going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night.
All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Peace. Salutations to the hopeful elect. And yeah, you heard it, man. Essentially, excuse me, I got a stuffy nose. But basically, yeah, there's a mysterious object entered into our solar system. As you heard from the video, he doesn't know whether it was a comet or just something else. And there's a couple of them that have been being reported. He said some are metallic in nature. And I believe metallic refers to like a certain metal. But it makes me think of chariots, because the chariots, if you look up metallic objects, they're like silver, from my memory, silver, bright objects. And hey, you know, some of the chariots look like that. And basically, I got this as the intro because this is a signs of the times that we're living in. You know, this is a part of the signs that we're in the end. You're going to have signs in the heavens. So whether this was a chariot or not, it's still a sign of the heavens. You know, all these different comets and stuff like that. You know, blood moons. You know, we've had the past couple years, all these comets. These are all signs of the end. And this could be a chariot. As you see, they have a photo of it, and it's a little ball, bright orb. Now, if you know, the chariots often show themselves as small, bright orbs in the sky that move in random directions and that appear, disappear. They can kind of go like in and out, and they can appear. One will appear, and then it'll disappear, and then like 5 more will appear, and then it'll disappear. And as you see, this kind of looks like it. So whether this was a chariot or a comet or whatever, we know that these signs in the heavens are biblical, and these are different signs that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai sends us to let us know that he's about to be here soon. So I got some scriptures. Let me just copy this one really fast. I'll come back to this one. The main one was in Luke. It was Luke 21 and 11. And this is in red letter, so it's Yahushua speaking. Luke 21 and 10. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And as you see, we have that going on now with Israel and Iran. I just read some new news. U.S. bombs Iran's nuclear sites. Or not that. Salakia. It was Iran retaliates, fires missiles at U.S. base in Qatar. So Iran just fired missiles at the U.S. base in Qatar. That's just some new news, new prophecy. But so let's keep going. It says, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and great, excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. You see, fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. Now, as you heard in this video, this was a mysterious object. You can say that this was a great sign from heaven, a mysterious object, he said, passing through, I believe, our solar system. A mysterious object caught on camera, man. And so this is a sign from heaven. Basically, a sign from heaven is when the heavens be, showing different signs, different objects or things that only happen rarely. A blood moon, that's a sign from heaven because it's something that happens rare. Comets passing by, that's a sign because it's rare. You have different eclipses and stuff like that. It's rare. Those are different signs. When it's rare, those are signs from Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai. Signs that prophecies coming to pass. The Lord is about to send Yahushai back soon. All hell's about to break loose. These are signs from the heavens, letting us know the times that we're in. And it says, in fearful sights. Now, this could be a chariot. This could have been a chariot, this mysterious object. If this is a chariot, then that's classified as a fearful sight. The chariots are one of the fearful sights because the chariots are going to be a part of the destruction of America. The chariots are going to be a part of the destruction of America. They're going to be beaming down laser beams upon this place. You're going to have the missiles destroying people, and you're going to have the chariots shooting laser beams on people, zapping people here in America. So that's if that's not a fearful sight, then I don't know what is. So you got the signs from the heavens, to keep our faith strong. Anytime your faith kind of gets weak, or not weak, but anytime that doubt demon comes in here and there, anytime that doubt comes in, just understand, just look up where are some things that have happened in the skies lately, because you always got to keep in mind, it's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai through the holy angels that controls the heavens. The Lord is the one controlling the heavens. Anytime you see a blood moon, anytime we have an eclipse, that was Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that did that. It's not just randomly happening, as this world would have you think. Their science will have you say that it's just randomly happening. No, it's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. He controls the heavens. He controls the earth. He controls everything. All to give us signs of the appointed time that we're coming to. So this is Luke 21 and 25. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, as you see, and upon the earth, the distress of nations. That's what we're in right now, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. As you see, though, it said, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars. So if this is a comet, then this classifies as a sign in the sun and the moon and the stars.
Then it picked up speed when it lifted off up out of here. These are facts about that object.
as you see, he's talking
Then there was
about, I believe this was the previous object, how it picked up speed. But either or, you have these mysterious objects in the heavens, man. These mysterious objects that are baffling scientists. They don't know what they are. You know, it could be chariots, it could be random comets, but these are signs in the stars. All right, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars. And then it says, and upon the earth, distress of nations. I already showed you how we have that. You know, Iran retaliates, fires missiles at U.S. base in Qatar. So the nations are in distress right now. They know that Yahweh Shai is about to return, you know? And one thing that came to mind is these top elite know that Yahweh Shai is coming back in the chariots. Because, you know, it said a fearful sight. It's really a fearful sight to these top elite, because these top elite understand that Yahweh Shai is coming back in the so-called UFOs. They understand that he's coming back in the chariots. So when they see them at NASA and at their telescopes, that puts fear in their hearts, because they know that that's the return of the Lord coming soon. So you always got to keep in mind, these top elite, they're preparing. They know the chariots are the angels. They know that they're their enemies, and they're preparing with their advanced technology. They're preparing to try to fight them when Yahweh Shai returns. So when they see these chariots in the skies, it's a fearful sight unto them, because they know what that is representing, you know? But last scripture here, this is Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place. So the chariots of the Lord are 20,000, even thousands of angels. So it goes to show you how the chariots are angels. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. Yeah, it goes to show you how the chariots, right, have angels in them, are guided by the angels. You know, they're like joined together. I believe it says that in Ezekiel. A lot of people think that they're random UFOs or aliens. Those so-called UFOs you see are chariots, and they're angels in them. Angels control them, right? So whenever you see random videos like this, and as you see, this was a mysterious object. It was picking up speed. It was going really fast. They couldn't really identify it. More than likely, that could have been a chariot. You know, could have been a chariot, man. So the chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels, going to show you that there are a lot of chariots in the heavens. There are thousands upon thousands of chariots in the heavens. The word chariot just means a vehicle. So a vehicle that the angels ride in, we know are the so-called UFOs, the chariots of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. It says the Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place. Yeah, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is in the midst. His spirit is guiding the angels, you know, and these are just signs of the times to come. Yahweh Shai is on his way back soon. We got to stay faithful. And that was pretty much the video, man. You know, all my points were made. Lord willing, this was edifying. Just showing you that, you know, there are signs in the heavens. We know World War III is about to take off. We just got to stay faithful and hold the faith until the end. All right, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, B'Shem Rakakadash, Shalom.